Have you ever stood in a supermarket aisle, picked up a familiar carton of milk or a bag of coffee, and felt a small jolt of surprise at the price? It seems higher than you remember, doesn't it? This feeling has become quite common for many of us, whether we are filling up our car with petrol, paying our monthly rent, or just buying a simple loaf of bread. We notice these little increases pile up over time. It feels like the cost of living is on a constant upward journey, and we keep hoping that one day, prices will take a step back and return to what they used to be. It's a natural hope, a wish for a bit of financial relief. This experience isn't just in your head. Prices for everyday goods and services have indeed been climbing. We often tell ourselves that these hikes are temporary. Perhaps it's due to a bad harvest, a problem at a factory far away, or a sudden spike in fuel costs. We think, surely, once that problem is solved, prices will come back down. We patiently wait for the day when our grocery bill shrinks back to its old, more comfortable size. This expectation is perfectly logical. After all, what goes up must come down, right? But when it comes to the prices we pay every day, this old saying doesn't always seem to apply. The reality we are all experiencing is that prices have a certain stubbornness. They are quick to rise, but incredibly slow to fall, if they fall at all. This phenomenon is something economists have studied for a long time. It's like prices are on a one-way street, always moving forward, but rarely reversing. The price of a chocolate bar might jump by 20 pence in a year, but it is highly unlikely you will see it drop by 20 pence the next. This creates a challenging situation for households everywhere, as our budgets are stretched thinner and thinner, and the money we earn doesn't seem to go as far as it once did. This leads us to a fundamental question. Why does this happen? Why do prices seem to be stuck in this upward trend? Is it just bad luck, or are there deeper economic forces at play? Understanding the reasons behind this steady climb is the first step toward navigating this new, more expensive world. It helps us see the bigger picture beyond the price tag on a single item. It involves looking at how businesses operate, how our money works, and how the global system of making and moving things affects the wallet in your pocket. Let's peel back the layers and explore why your cost of living feels permanently higher. To understand why prices go up, we first need to step into the shoes of a business owner. Imagine you run a small bakery. Your goal is to sell delicious bread and cakes, but you also need to cover all your costs and hopefully make a small profit. One of the biggest factors influencing your prices is the cost of your ingredients. If the price of flour, sugar, and butter increases, you have to spend more money just to make the same products. To protect your business, you have little choice but to pass some of that extra cost onto your customers by raising the price of your bread and cakes. It's a simple act of survival. Another key reason for price hikes is something economists call demand. Let's go back to your bakery. Suppose your town grows, and suddenly twice as many people want to buy your famous sourdough bread every morning. You can only bake so many loaves each day. With more people wanting your product than you can supply, you can raise the price, and people will likely still buy it. This isn't just about being greedy. It's a signal that your product is highly valued. Businesses often raise prices when they see that demand is strong, because the market is telling them that customers are willing to pay more. Then there is the matter of wages. Your bakery doesn't run by itself. You have employees who help you bake, serve customers, and clean up. To keep good workers, you need to pay them a fair wage, and those wages often need to rise to keep up with the cost of living. When you give your employees a pay rise, your business's overall costs go up. Just like with rising ingredient costs, this extra expense has to be covered. So, you might need to increase the price of a croissant by a few pence to help pay for your team's higher salaries. This is a common cycle across the entire economy. Finally, we have the invisible hand of inflation. Inflation is a general increase in prices across the economy, which means that the money in your pocket buys less than it did before. A pound today might only buy what 95 pence bought a year ago. When businesses see inflation happening all around them, their suppliers are charging more, their energy bills are higher, and their employees need higher wages. They anticipate that their own costs will continue to rise. In response, they raise their prices not just to cover current costs, but also to protect themselves against future cost increases. So, if a company's costs go up and they raise prices, shouldn't prices come down when their costs fall? If the price of flour for our baker suddenly drops, why doesn't the price of bread drop with it? This is the great mystery of sticky prices. One major reason is that businesses are often hesitant to lower prices. They know that customers get used to a certain price level. Lowering prices might start a price war with competitors, where everyone keeps cutting prices until nobody is making a profit. It's often seen as safer and more stable to just keep the price where it is and enjoy the higher profit margin for a while. Another factor is what economists call menu costs. This term comes from the idea of a restaurant having to print new menus every time it changes its prices. While most businesses don't use physical menus, changing prices still comes with costs. It takes time and effort to update pricing in computer systems, change labels on shelves, and update online stores. For a small change in costs, a business might decide it's simply not worth the hassle to lower their prices, especially if they suspect their costs might just go back up again in the near future. It's easier to just leave the price tag as it is. Customers' reactions also play a big role. While we all dislike price increases, we tend to notice them and then eventually accept them as the new normal. However, if a business lowers a price and then has to raise it again later, customers can become frustrated and angry. We feel like something has been given and then taken away. To avoid this negative reaction, many companies prefer to keep their prices stable rather than fluctuating them up and down with their costs. They would rather absorb a small cost decrease than risk upsetting their customer base with unpredictable pricing. Finally, let's not forget about the supply chain. In recent years, we've all heard about supply chain problems. These are disruptions in the long journey that goods take from the factory to the store. A problem in one part of the world, like a factory shutdown or a shipping container shortage, can create delays and increase costs for everyone. Even after the initial problem is solved, it takes a very long time for the entire system to get back to normal. The higher shipping and manufacturing costs get baked into the final price, and because the system is so complex, those costs are slow to unwind and disappear. When we put all these pieces together, rising costs for businesses, strong demand, wage increases, and the stickiness of prices, we arrive at our current reality. Prices for most things have gone up, and they are unlikely to return to their old levels. The inflation we have experienced means that the very value of our money has been recalibrated. A pound, a dollar, or a euro simply doesn't stretch as far as it did a few years ago. This isn't a temporary blip, it's more like a permanent shift. The new high prices have become the normal prices, and we are all learning to adjust. This new reality has a profound impact on regular people. It means our salaries and savings don't have the same purchasing power. The weekly grocery shop costs more, filling the car is a bigger expense, and saving for a big purchase like a house becomes even more challenging. Life simply feels more expensive because, in real terms, it is. This forces families to make difficult choices, perhaps cutting back on non-essential spending, delaying holidays, or looking for ways to earn extra income. It's a quiet pressure that affects our daily decisions and our long-term financial security. So, what can regular people do in a world of permanently higher prices? The most powerful tool is to become more conscious of our spending. This means creating a budget to track where our money is going and identifying areas where we can cut back. It might involve shopping for deals, buying store brands instead of premium ones, or cooking more meals at home instead of eating out. It also means we need to be more proactive about our income. This could involve asking for a pay rise at work to keep up with inflation, or looking for new skills that can lead to a better paying job. Ultimately, understanding why prices are stuck is not about accepting defeat. It's about being realistic and empowered. When we know that prices are unlikely to fall back, we can stop waiting for a past that isn't coming back and start planning for the future that is here. We can adjust our financial habits, advocate for better wages, and make smarter decisions with our money. The world may have become more expensive, but by understanding the forces at play, we can learn to navigate it more effectively, ensuring that we can still build a secure and comfortable life for ourselves and our families.